a negative 1.61. Okay, so my f prime is going to be about there. That's going to be my negative 1.16 and my 2.28. 1 plus square root 34 over 3. Those are my zero slopes. Okay, and I can test my slopes in between, so I can do my slope check here. F prime of 0, when I plug it in, is going to be negative. So I know it's going to be going down through here. Okay, so that's going to be a max. That will be a min. Just want to double check my other coordinates here. So I'm going to choose x equals 3. My slope will be 27 minus 6 minus 7. That's going to be positive, okay, which was what I expect. And same with this other side. If I test f prime of negative 2, I'm going to get positive. Okay, so it's going to go up in here. So I've got a good idea what it's going to look like. It's going to go up through here like that. Okay, and I'm going to have my max and min at positive 2.28 and my max at negative 1.61. Okay, so we need to show the inflection now. Okay, so these values I won't expect you to calculate y coordinates because these are just awkward values, although you just have to plug it into your equation, original f of x equation, the blue one there, and calculate a y coordinate. So last part is my inflection. So I want to find my second derivative. Okay, so in this case I'm going to end up with, if I differentiate that, I'm going to get 6x minus 2. Okay, so my second derivative equal to 0, that's going to be what at x equals 1/3, positive 1/3. Okay, so positive 1/3 is going to be somewhere, and let's put that right about there. Okay, there's my concavity equal to 0. I'm going to test where it's equal to 1. Yeah, that's going to be positive concavity on this side. Again, that's kind of what we were expecting looking at our slope chart. And if I test 0, I'm going to get negative concavity. So again, on this side, yeah, that does look like my slopes for my slope chart. Okay, we could plug in the y value to the 1/3 to find out the y value of the inflection point, but since we didn't do that for the min and max, we'll just leave it at that. So these values here, those are my zeros. So that value was negative 1.1, well, 1.19, the blue value here. So my max point should be just over a little bit here. Okay, so that's going to be the negative 1.61. Okay, and then the max point or the min point would be about here. That's going to be my, I'm just going to write that in, 2.28. This is about negative 1.61. When I sketch in my graph here, then I'm drawing the graph in, I know it's going to go up. There's my max, going to go through my 0. There's my min, and 1/3, I should put it in green. My inflection point happens right about here. Okay, so that's going to be my inflection point in there. My min and max are going to be given here. Again, since those are awkward x coordinates, I'm not necessarily going to ask you to find the y coordinates for those. Okay, but what's important is this slope chart, concavity chart, and the work that's shown here.